in y'all's luggage, we're probably going to find it. Okay? I'm not looking for a little bit of marijuana, but I'm pretty sure you guys as chaperones are probably going to be disappointed in you if we find it. You guys are on a lacrosse team, correct?
Yes.
So if there is something in there that is questionable, please tell me now. Because if we find it, guess what? We're not going to be able to help you. Okay? You go over to the state of Georgia, marijuana is still illegal in the state of Georgia. Okay? Anything that you can put marijuana in, maybe a device where you smoke it, maybe something that you would weigh it, like a set of scales, anything. Okay? If there's nothing, then I'm thankful to make my job a lot easier. We're going to get this done, and we'll have you guys on your way. Okay? You guys have any more questions for me? Have I explained it pretty good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Give us a few minutes, and we'll be on. You guys will be on your way. Okay?
India. Dun, 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 dun. The Delaware State team was headed home after a long trip for its final 3 games of the lacrosse season. Then just after 10:30 a.m. on a Wednesday, their drive home took a sharp turn as racism showed itself. Nearly all of Delaware State's roster are young black women, and 2 of its 3 coaches are black as well. They and the other members of the DSU community had already endured the terror of several bomb threats made to their campus and other HBCUs in February. DSU's bus driver on April 20th, Tim Jones, is a black man. Jones told an officer that he'd been driving for over 20 years and had never been pulled over before that day.
The bus of its women's lacrosse team and searched for drugs. They found nothing. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jim Donovan. Welcome to CBS 3 Eyewitness News at noon, now streaming live on CBS News Philly.
And I'm Janelle Burrell. University President Tony Allen is expected to speak momentarily about that search that sparked outrage not only here but all across the country. Our Alecia Reid is on campus joining us now with more this afternoon. Alecia.
Good afternoon, Janelle. Jim, the school's president is holding a press conference this hour to talk about the latest development in this case and adds that he is incensed at what happened to the women's lacrosse team in Georgia.
Is anything in y'all's luggage, we're probably going to find it. Okay?
Video taken by one of the lacrosse players on board a bus heading back from the team's final season game shows sheriff's deputies in Georgia telling the student athletes to fess up if they have drugs on board. 20 minutes later, every single bag, including suitcases in the undercarriage, were searched. DSU's president says Liberty County sheriffs were searching for contraband that didn't exist. Not only did they not find any drugs, they left without serving the bus driver a citation for the traffic infraction he was accused of. Delaware State University is a historically black university and one of the oldest HBCUs in the nation. Students on board say all the deputies were white and virtually everyone whose bags were searched was black. The Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights from the U.S. Department of Justice is requesting a full review of this case by the Georgia Attorney General and the U.S. Department of Justice. The women's lacrosse team says the incident was humiliating and that they're grateful for all the support they've been getting.
It's a social issue that's pretty much reoccurring and that we obviously need to bring light to every single situation that it happens to someone. So I think that us having the proof of it and so many different people's voices to speak on it, because it happened to 29 of us on that bus. And so I think that with the outpouring support that we've been given, that has helped bring light to the situation even more.
The Liberty County Sheriff, who is black, said his deputies did nothing wrong that day, and in fact, multiple vehicles were stopped that day. We'll have more from the school's president as well as student athletes starting at 4 p.m. Reporting live from Delaware State University, Alecia Reid, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Alecia.
The officer told Jones he pulled the bus over because it had passed in the left lane, which turns out isn't illegal for buses in the state to do. More deputies showed up. A drug-sniffing canine was on the scene, and the officer who had been interacting with Jones nonchalantly theorized that a bus with young women trying to return to campus after representing their school on lacrosse fields might be schoolgirls with some marijuana. With zero cause to do so, the group of deputies put on rubber gloves and started searching the women's bags, rifling through their duffels and personal effects, even opening a graduation gift that was given to one of the students by their family members at one of the games. After an hour, the officer let Jones pull off. Not a single citation was issued. I just want to raise awareness to the social injustice that we experience. This is not to be disrespectful to the family or friends at all. I just want to cover this story. And as always, remember to be respectful and God bless.
To the table. Stay strong. Stay strong. To the table, to the table.